In-Vivo Tendon-Driven Rodent Ankle Exoskeleton System for Sensorimotor Rehabilitation. Sensorimotor abilities are essential for daily activities, but many patients lose these functions due to accidents, Parkinson's disease, or strokes. Before applying rehabilitation technologies to humans, it is crucial to conduct in vivo animal experiments. This helps us understand the mechanisms of sensorimotor abilities and test new technologies. In this study, we propose an animal experiment system designed to restore and enhance sensorimotor abilities. This system includes a vision system to analyze gait pattern and a treadmill to facilitate in vivo gait motion, an invasive neural interface for recording and stimulation, an exoskeleton for kinesthetic feedback. The key challenge to the exoskeleton system is to seamlessly integrate it with the rodent's natural movement while reliably capturing gait data. We chose a quadrupedal system to mimic natural walking and applied a tendon-driven system to minimize interference. Here is the exoskeleton we designed. It consists of two main parts: passive components. These are like shoes worn by the rat. Active components. These transmit power. The active components control the ankle's angle through a balance between the torsion spring's moment and cable tension. The passive and active components are magnetically connected for easy attachment and emergency removal. Here's how the designed exoskeleton was tested. The animal experiments were divided into anesthetized and awake conditions. Experiment 1. Conducted under anesthesia. Evaluate control performance by tracking a fixed natural ankle gait cycle. Experiments 2 and 3. Focused on the interference effect of the passive components. Experiments 2 and 4. Validate that the active component can execute a natural gait pattern. To track the rat's gait, we use 60 fps RGB cameras on both sides and tracked markers on the rat's skin using the CSRT algorithm. The first experiment involved using a gait cycle model based on natural gait data. We used Gaussian process regression to plan the exoskeleton's movement. To test this, we applied the movement to an anesthetized rat, and the results showed a small error of around 5 degrees. Experiments 2, 3, and 4 examined how the passive and active components affected gait. When wearing only the passive components, the rats showed no signs of discomfort, such as biting or shaking their legs. Joint angles were measured while the rats walked on a treadmill at a constant speed, and dynamic time warping distance and Pearson correlations were used to analyze the joint angle relationship between the natural gait and two conditions. In the ankle joint where the exoskeleton targeted, it showed a low DTW distance regardless of conditions. The Pearson correlation showed that the knee angles were highly consistent across all conditions. According to the Pearson correlation, hip joint showed the most similar pattern with natural gait. These results suggest that the rats adapted to walking with the exoskeleton, even with limited upper body movement. The rats dragged their legs due to mismatched movements with the treadmill. However, when the exoskeleton was guiding ankle motion, the rats engaged their knees and hip, showing that the exoskeleton influenced their overall gait patterns. In conclusion, we developed a low-interference, tendon-driven ankle exoskeleton for rats during quadrupedal locomotion. Through 2D-based vision gait analysis, it was verified that the passive elements caused minimal interference, while the active components effectively guided the gait. Notably, high ankle joint balanced and high hip joint correlation indicate comfort.